One thing I particularly, again, take exception to is people tying my name or my likeness or some claims that I've made to things that I've never said, I've never alluded to, I've never perpetuated or anything. Only because, again, they have a fixed narrative that's in their mind and they need it to be true. I'm all for people disagreeing. I am one of the few guys that meets head on with his detractors, and I do it often. There's an entire playlist called Monetize Your Haters. You guys can see that. They've been some of my most notable streams. I have no problem meeting head to head with my haters. But one thing I will take exception to, regardless, is people that say I said things or say I've done things that had never been the case. And this now has happened in the case of the Angry Hoe. And I'm going to go here real quick and we'll set the scene. So Joe, by the way, or Ho, what he does is he takes safe positions as it pertains to political and social views. Okay. This is not unlike anybody else that is big or a known person that is on YouTube. They take the safe positions, and right now the safest positions, and it's definitely been since the Trump situation, has been social justice leftism. Okay, period. So not to say that these guys are often political or social experts or guys that even speak about it regularly. Angry Ho does not speak about it regularly. He has no idea what the hell he's talking about very often when it comes to politics. And this is the same sucker who also advocated that the government actually be involved as it pertains to more in the gaming industry. This guy is an authoritarian social justice leftist, and he perpetuates these sort of social views that are often very safe for him to take. But in this post right here, which he used my likeness, that's the problem that I have. In fact, I think it's the first damn thing it is that he shares. And he says, racist. April O'Neil is white, not black. I'm tired of being replaced. This is BS. Whoa. It's a quote. It's a caricature. It's a over exaggeration of what's being claimed. And then he also says the not racist weirdos. I don't care that she's black, but why isn't she this 12-year-old hot and sexy instead of ugly and fat? Can't wank. Okay, so he's either liking me to being a racist or liking me to be a pedophile. Okay, and he does that by showing me actually right here saying something about this whole situation. That makes him a punk bitch. And like I said, that's not anything that I'm going to play around with. Okay, liking me to pedophilia, or liking me to even being racist, considering that I am a black. So it's one of the two or both, right? One of the two or both. I'm either the racist, as he's showing the example, or I'm the not racist weirdo that apparently is liking it is. That's two shit that I don't play around with. Okay, and yeah, I'm coming to see you, Joe. In the event that I don't know how much we are in the same state. In the event that we are at a convention, I am coming to see you for this fucking statement, because that's not anything that I'm playing around at all with, liking me to something like that. And keep in mind that all of this stems from what? Only thing that I posted was I told y'all this whole shebang was dead on arrival. But more importantly, I debunked a myth that has popped up pertaining to the Ninja Turtles and pertaining to April O'Neil. And I have addressed the myth, let's say that, with objective, verifiable evidence. It is a the whole April originally was created to be black is a false statement. It is a false statement. It is something that has been perpetuated in recent years, for 20 years, really, for the conception of the Ninja Turtles when they first were published. That was not even a conversation in the 2000s. All of a sudden it became one, and now here we are. Go look at those previous videos. I did 2 of them. One where I go through for sure all of the receipts that there are. I go through the myths. I go through some of these supposed misquotes and all of that. I go through. That's what got these cats mad. Is me simply debunking a myth. That's it. And of course it came up. Why? Because there was a new movie trailer that was announced and the myth resurfaced. And I just simply said, hey, here it is. She's being depicted as this. But the primary point of that video, and you can watch it yourself, is me simply addressing the myth. And if that is going to get me not liking to fucking pedophiles, like I say, you gotta fucking come. You gotta see me. Angry Ho, excuse me. He has to see me based on that, because that's not anything that I'm playing around with. Straight up. I take that very, very serious. Both of those, either of those, especially someone who, I'm a black man. Obviously, there's no problem here. I'm married to a black woman. There's no issue. So the racist claim obviously can't be thrown out there pertaining to black racism. It can't at all. And certainly this other bit can't be claimed at all, but you needed that to be true. And this is what the issue that I take with all of these weirdos is that they have no problem with defaming you or the libel, the slanderous claims. They have no issues doing that with people that they perceive as their ideological enemies, right? Everything is on the table as long as they can paint you as a bad person and they want you to be a bad person and want to continue to pretend as if you are. But that's fine. Like I said, in the event that we're at a con, I'm going to see him and we're going to address it. That does not mean that I'm going to punch him in his fucking face. That's not what we're talking about. I am saying that I'm not one of those, I shy away from the confrontation, right? I go to Anime Matsuri or something, and I know that someone that's been saying these very foul and evil things about myself is there, and I'm going to pretend like they're not there. No. I'm going straight to your booth, and we're going to hash this out, and we're going to actually discuss this in person to see kind of where you're coming from. And best believe out of that conversation will come out a resolution. Guaranteed. Wherever you're viewing the content, I appreciate you. If you enjoyed it, you may be interested in my comic book company, Rippaverse Comics. Our first book and campaign, ISOM #1, brought in $3.7 million with tens of thousands of satisfied customers. Visit Rippaverse.com to check out our store and stay up to date with the latest campaigns from one of the hottest new comic book companies. Also, my first big step towards a parallel economy was the development of my personal website, ericdjuly.com. This entirely replaced my Patreon. Now, if you enjoy this content, please consider becoming a member over at the website. We have an ever-expanding list of perks for various membership tiers, a forum, and a phone app. Some of these perks will even benefit you if you're fans of the Rippaverse. Anyway, I appreciate you so much for being a supporter and or customer. I even got a little love for my haters.